And to clarify, what we offer is so we don't put any of those sort of requirements onto our clients. If someone comes and they have a project and I work up a quote for that project, that quote is not going to include 2 hours a week for three different people to join in a meeting for a weekly status meeting. Now, if clients want that, and some clients do, some clients want to have maybe it's weekly, maybe it's bi-weekly, whatever it might be. If clients want to have additional layers of management on the project, then certainly we'll do that. And we're happy to meet with them whenever they want. But it's not a requirement that we have from our end. The goal is to be as efficient as possible. And in my experience, the way that we do that the best is by trying to minimize the distance between the client and the engineer. And the client can express their needs, what it is that they want out of the product. And the engineer is not getting that through three layers of middle management. And so the result of that is what I think is a dramatically improved efficiency. To use an example, several years ago, a client came to us with a project and they had it quoted by a large contract engineering firm, but they basically were coming to us to get a second opinion on it. And when I told them what I thought the effort was going to be, they were a little surprised and expressed the number of hours was quite a bit less than what this other firm had given. And when I went through the details of it, one of the things that stood out was the weekly meeting, because in this case, that particular firm had included a weekly status meeting that was going to involve the project lead, a project manager, in addition to the engineer or two engineers that were going to be working it. And when they went through it, I mean, it was something like $50,000 in cost was going to go just towards these weekly meetings. And I basically said, look, even if you just went with a biweekly meeting instead of every week, that cuts $25,000 off the cost of the project. And so that's what we try to do is we try to work with clients to make sure that we are meeting them where they want to be. We have had clients in the past that wanted to meet weekly. We've had clients in the past that wanted to do daily stand-ups. And of course, if that's what the client wants to do, then we can do that. But our goal is to be as efficient as we can be while meeting those client needs. And so we're not going to demand unnecessary meetings, and we're going to try to shorten that distance between the client and the engineers to make sure that the time that is billed, the hours that are billed, as much as possible, that is productive work working towards the engineering goals of the client. So pretty common to use Slack, Teams, others as needed, again, primarily driven by the client. If it's an inventor who doesn't have anything, then we'll make some suggestions and make sure that we get some stuff set up to support them. But yes, we regularly are communicating. I would say the lack of meetings is not a lack of communication. It is just an attempt to do it as efficiently as possible.